from that time, he never asked any other question.
So such challenges would then come up, but you found ways.
Yeah, because mostly what's happened to mostly the singles, because of the fear. They don't have that time to express to their kids what the changes, because I had to ask to tell them now their life has changed. Because mostly me, for all the other years, I was a housewife.
So it was a turnaround for you.
Because he's the one who refused me to work. I had just only worked with him that year he died. So I just took them over that entire life. Now the life has changed. Now you have to do this and this. Now I have to explain so that they can even them feel comfortable.
All right.
Because it was a total dejection. They never before had battle inside my house. So to them they were shocked. Like the first person who was mostly affected were my firstborn, my daughter. She's called Irene Wanjiku, because she's quite like their mother. So, you know, that thing, it eats you inside you. Because he stayed for so many years without saying anything. And herself, she was affected because after finishing the Form 4, the family wanted to destroy her life. So at a time, we went to the children department with her and the rest of the family. And after hearing the case, I was told I had to remove that child there. I looked for another place for her to be accommodated. So there are so many challenges.
Yes.
Because now when we went there, one challenge was, how did I manage for her to finish up to Form 4?
And I'm going to come back to that. How you managed, where did you get the money?
Money.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all mothers who are giving up right now are looking forward to that part of how, despite all these challenges we are hearing, did you manage to keep your children's emotions intact, psychology intact, your own psychology intact, and even manage to educate firstborns and all those, the lastborn, to the level of education you have. I'm hoping I can hear from Stephen. Stephen, bado tuko na wewe, and watoto watano. What ulinifurahisha ukisema miaka 25 si mingi sana. Yes. Lakini ninataka kujua watoto wako uliwafunza vipi kitabia? Kwa sababu tabia muhimu sana kwa mtu wa kawaida. Watoto wako uliwafunza vipi kitabia?
Watoto yangu, yani kuna mmoja tu hakuna kichwa mzuri. Na nakaa kwa soko ndani. Na wale wengine ni mtoto kidogo, yani anatoka kwa bwana yake anakuja kwa nyumbani. Iko na watoto namna hivi. Wajukuu. Mtoto mmoja iko klasi, iko 1. Na ingine iko sasa wanakaa na wote wanaangalia mimi hakuna kazi. Naona. Sasa hawa wengine iko mbali. Ingine iko kwa Kagemi. Na ni mbali, tuko mbali sana. Mimi niko Kiambu na hawa iko Kagemi. Sasa wewe hakuna hawezi kusaidia mimi. Sasa mimi naona hii sasa hawa wanakataa kukaa kwa bwana yao, wanakuja kaa hapa. Sasa mimi tapaya mna gani na ni watoto yangu? Lazima niwalese, niwatafutie chakula.
Sasa Stephen, wewe ulilea watoto wako wakakuwa watu wazima, wakaoleka, wakazaa watoto, bado wakarudi, bado wako na wewe na watoto wao.
Sasa bwana iko kwa bwana yao, wanaachana na bwana yao.
Waliachana na bwana wao, the single parenting is
wanakuja kwa mkao yao ndio.
Lakini mara hii si kwa sababu ya kifo, ni waliachana.
Wasibu hawajui.
All right. And I want to bring back that pattern now back to Mary. But kabla sijarudi kwa Mary, nataka kujua watoto wako wanaume. Umejua umesema msichana. Wale wamekataa kuenda kwa bwana yao. So we are seeing them as single parents as well. It's only that bado sawa wanaishi kwa Stephen. Watoto wako wanaume. Umejua wanasemanga baba muhimu kwa maisha ya mvulana, si ndio? Wako wanaume wawili.
Walikuwa wawili, ile mkubwa na ile mdogo. Hadi baba yangu na baba ya wa mama. Yote na bariki juzi. Na shauri mmoja alikuwa nyapombe, akakuwa mtu ya pombe, akapigwa ni mikora. Ule mwingine ni mgonjwa, lakini anawasha bibi yake hapo na watoto yake. Sasa hao yuko kwa nyumbani yangu.
So this is another extended family for Stephen. Stephen, kwanza tunasema pole kwa kupoteza vijana wako. So you lost your sons. Now he has also lost his sons. He only had 2 sons who also passed away, and one left a family behind, and they're living with Stephen. All right. Now we are seeing his life continuously on his own. All right. Also saying some of the children he has raised are very far away from him, and he still has no support. What are your thoughts? And also, if you want to reach Stephen, talk to me. We are live on Facebook. You might want to interact with each of them at a personal level. They can always give you their contact. Stephen anatoka Kiambu, Tabitha from Kiambu as well. They will leave their contact if you so wish to work with any of them or learn from them. The comment section is open. We're also live on YouTube. It's an open and happy forum. Mary, Stephen has said there seems to be a cycle. We're coming back to your strength and how to now raise them and educate. But he, alilea watoto wake, the ladies wakaoleka, lakini they still are coming back home na wanasema wamekataa kurudi kwa bwana zao. What is this pattern we're looking at? Is it a common pattern?
This one, I'm seeing as if it is a generational process.
All right.
When we look back to Stephen's generation, we might catch up with what is happening within the family. Because probably the second generation or the first one, there was something that was happening. Divorce, separation, and that one has been trickled down to the rest of the families. The other reason I can see, there's something that we call Electra complex.
All right.
Electra complex is that relationship, the attachment, the enmeshment between the father and the daughter. Stephen has talked about the daughters,
yes,
and they have refused to go back to their husbands.
Yes.
I'm seeing the Electra complex here is very much high. The daughters want to be associated with the father.
Wanapenda baba sana.
Wanapenda baba. Now you can hear Stephen saying the girls have come back. And they have refused to go back. You know, the Electra complex here is too high. They want to be closer to the father. And the other reason, probably when the parents, when the mother passed away,
Yes.
we are saying that the psychological problems that the parents experience are trickled down to the children. And if those children were affected by self-esteem, low self-esteem, they have that feeling of inadequacy. They still pass that one in their marriage. They still saw that they are not worth in this marriage. Their self-esteem is too low. They also develop again that feeling of rejection as they went to school. Tabitha has talked about rejection of the children by the other children. I tried to see those daughters of Stephen experienced the same. There is rejection. They had bottled up those feelings of rejection, the emotional disturbances that they experienced during their mother's demise. And it's like, because of bottling up, that, like the onion that I've talked about, they were never healed, even when they were getting married.
Okay.
So once they joined the husband, they were not contented with him. They were not even contented themselves. They had still the feeling of low self-esteem.
And there's an aspect of fear that Tabitha also mentioned. Mary, I want to come back with you with a little more illustrations you had for us because of time. Don't miss any of them because I will for sure remember the onion. So if there's any other illustration, keep it ready. I'm coming back to you. Tabitha, you have girls.
Yes.
Stephen ametuongelesha juu ya wasichana wake na tumegundua shida inaweza kuwa pia, and I'm sure many other parents are following and are watching. How are you able, in fact your firstborn is a girl, how are you able to ensure that what Mary is saying is not trickling down to your daughter? Are they dating? Is she able to have healthy relationships? Now that you are the single mom you are you seeing the pattern from what Stephen has seen as well? Please share with us.
Yes, it's very true. When one parent, it's not there. It's not all that easy for you to bring up those kids.
Okay.
If you don't have wrath or unity within those children, if you don't communicate at that early age, as they are growing, they come understanding themselves and what they are supposed to get there outside from the society. And then you talk the issue openly. If it's dating, you have to be sure you talk it about. You have to give them the choice of what they want to do. But what matters all, morals, your character. That is one thing. Because without a character, you are nobody.
Yes.
So you have to mold the character of those kids.
Yes.
What is happening nowadays, the parents, they don't have that time of molding the character of their children.
They don't have time?
They don't have time.
Okay.
So they are left there to look for themselves what is good for them, whatever they want to do. You know, for a girl, you have to say everything.
Okay.
If you meet a boy, yeah, you are a human being because we have different emotion, and that is normal. You cannot condemn a girl because you see her walking with a boy. No, you have to educate them the whole entire life of teenagehood, what they'll meet there outside, what they'll expect, and then tell them, choose the best partner who you see you can walk together.
So you don't buy your children from dating just because you're a single parent?
No.
No.
But I had to give them that open, you have to do this and this, but all at the end of the day, remember, you'll have to make the choice for yourself.
Mary, I know it's going to be a